And they're off. ALBASHEER was not the best away. Our Terms, with previous experience, sharply into stride, with Fire Flame on the near side in this British EBF Crocker Bulteel Confined Maiden Stakes. Back in Black is third, then Let's Beat Sepsis, followed by ALBASHEER. Over on the far side of Etchebar, a Noble Guest is held up in the early stages at the back of the field. So Ryan Moore setting the pace on Our Terms by a length and a half to Fire Flame in second. Back in Black, moving up to join Fire Flame, and then a couple of lengths back to ALBASHEER and Let's Beat Sepsis from Noble Guest and Etchebar. Down the centre of the track now and inside the final 3 furlongs. Our Terms continues to lead. ALBASHEER now getting closer on the left in the all blue jacket. In the white jacket, Fire Flame. Back in Black is chasing the leaders, just on the heels of the leader. Then behind these, Let's Beat Sepsis from Noble Guest and Etchebar. Our Terms is ridden hard. ALBASHEER and Back in Black, they're both attacking the leader here and getting very close now. Our Terms from Back in Black. Back in Black doing best on the far side, but rather better than ALBASHEER. But Our Terms is digging in. Our Terms is fending off Back in Black as they race to the line, and Our Terms wins from Back in Black, a half length between them. Let's Beat Sepsis running on really well into third ahead of ALBASHEER, then Fire Flame, Etchebar and Noble Guest. Up on her back legs going in, they're off and racing. Away well was Alice Fairfax and goes straight into the lead under William Buick from Aviation Time and Tales of the Heart in the pink and green jacket. On the near side a little keenly in the noseband and royal colours is Handcuff. Far side Mandura in blue yellow spots, followed by Simmering, who's getting cover early towards the rear with Betty Clover and Definitive in the dark blue with the white epaulets. But it's Alice Fairfax that takes them along in the Princess Margaret from Tales of the Heart in second. Aviation Time is third. Mandura is probably just fourth towards the far side. Then Handcuffed, followed by Betty Clover. Simmering travelling well in behind runners, and at the back is Definitive. On their way now to the final quarter mile. Alice Fairfax not as far in front. Tales of the Heart coming on the right. So further right is Handcuffed. On the left, Mandura. Simmering trying to squeeze through between Betty Clover and Aviation Time, as Mandura probably took it up from Tales of the Heart. Then Simmering. Betty Clover running a big race as they head now inside the final furlong, and it's Mandura on the far side, challenged by Betty Clover and Simmering. Tales of the Heart on the near side. It's going to get very tight. Simmering is finding extra as the post looms, and it's Ryan Moore again, and Simmering wins. Found extra to win the Princess Margaret, just nailing Betty Clover. But they're off. Oh, a stuttering start. A little stop from Devoted Queen there. The favourite slowly away in this Longines Valiant Stakes as they race their way through the first furlong with Doom on the sharp end and Julia Augusta. And then on the outside, Serona and Friendly Soul. Very handy now. The inside in the white-green hoop going on under Kieran Shoemark. Followed by Doom, and then in third place is Julia Augusta from Serona. Back on the inside is Thornbrook in the red jacket, Ryan Moore, Soprano, Naomi Lapaglia, and after that stuttering start, Devoted Queen at the back of the field in the hands of William Buick. Not much though between first and last. Friendly Soul taking them along as they head towards the halfway stage on the round mile. Doom is second, Serona on the outside. Back on the inside is Thornbrook and Ryan Moore, followed by Julia Augusta. Naomi Lapaglia is round the inside, then from Soprano, and Devoted Queen is at the back of the field. They're into the hometown now and approaching the final 3 furlongs. Friendly Soul leads the way. A slow early pace. They're quickening up now. Doom is second. Serona with every chance on the outside, followed by Julia Augusta. Then Thornbrook hemmed in on the fence. Also hemmed in is Naomi Lapaglia, beginning a run down the outside. Soprano and Devoted Queen has got to pass them all as they race now a furlong and a half from the finish. Friendly Soul is taken on by Doom in second. Then Julia Augusta down the outside of Soprano. Running on too is Naomi Lapaglia, who's now out into the clear, but Friendly Soul has kicked away from Doom. Soprano runs on, but it's looking too late in the day, and Friendly Soul has stolen it from the front. Good ride from Kieran Shoemark to win the Longines Valiant Stakes. Tight for second, Doom on the far side of Naomi Lapaglia, Julia Augusta and Soprano. And they're off. Racing away from the stalls, Northern Express bouncing out quickly on the far side to lead over there, followed by Divine Libra. Towards the centre, in the other group, it's Dancing Magic leading from Eminency and Ropey Guest, and on the near side, New Image of Billy Joe and Metal Merchant, and further back, Alto and Fresh and Bless Him held up. Riot is held up as well. Carry the One is held up as they race through the first quarter mile. Summergand is in the leading 6 or 7. Orazio is about 7th towards the far side, chased by 5,000 to 1 and Make Me King, but it's Northern Express that leads the way under Paul Mulrennan from Dancing Magic in second. In third then is Divine Libra. On the near side, Eminency from Ropey Guest in 5th place. Summergand and Billy Joe, and then New Image. They're followed towards the left after Orazio, Make Me King and 5,000 to 1, and Hickory, and further back Carry the One in the red armlets, and Bless Him is further back. Fresh on the extreme right in the grey jacket just behind New Image. Bless Him trying to make up ground, and Riot is the back marker. Northern Express leads the field, chased by Divine Libra, Dancing Magic, Eminency, and Billy Joe now appearing on the right with a bit of a run. The grey in the noseband, also New Image and Fresh as they run inside the final furlong. Northern Express trying to hold on grimly from Divine Libra. Billy Joe, Fresh is finishing off well. Make Me King and Hickory as they race up towards the line. Northern Express all out. New Image with a lunge. Northern Express has won it. Oh, he's got a big handicap win at last. Northern Express, tremendously consistent horse, wins. New Image close up in second place. Tight for the minors, needless to say. But Northern Express and Paul Mulrennan, after knocking on the door in so many big handicaps, has lasted home from New Image with Divine Libra and Fresh close up on the stand side. Also Metal Merchant will leave the placings to the judge. And they're off, racing for the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth QIPCO Stakes. And dropping in early, Dubai Honour, blue stocking, looking to get across behind runners as well. And it's Hans Andersen that goes on a little wide from Luxembourg. August Rodin up the inside, just behind Rebels Romance in the all blue jacket. Goliath is back in 5th in the blue sleeves, yellow cap, followed by the nose-banded 3-year-old Sunway. Then Middle Earth, Dubai Honour, and the filly blue stocking at the rear of the field. So Luxembourg on the inside, the leader Hans Andersen out wider, tracked by Rebels Romance for Godolphin. Then August Rodin, Ryan Moore aboard the favourite on the inside, followed by Goliath and Middle Earth, and then Sunway and Dubai Honour, and waited with at the rear of the field in the hands of Ross Orion is Blue Stocking. They're into Swinley Bottom now and heading towards the 7 furlong marker, and it's Hans Andersen kept away from the rail. Luxembourg with plenty of room up the inside in second. Rebels Romance is third. August Rodin towards the inside, tracking the leaders, his stable companions. They're followed then by Goliath and Middle Earth and Sunway, a little off the pace with Blue Stocking and Dubai Honour. Passing the 6 and racing on towards the 5, and Hans Andersen is ridden on along a little bit to try and stretch the field here and inject a lot of pace into it. In second place is Luxembourg. In third is Rebels Romance. Then August Rodin towards the inside. Goliath is back in 5th place. Then Sunway out wide. Blue Stocking maybe inching a little bit closer. Middle Earth giving a little bit of a reminder on the inside, and Dubai Honour as they now race towards the right hand turn, and it's Luxembourg that leads the way to Rebels Romance. Rebels Romance keeping Luxembourg honest. On the inside, August Rodin. They're followed then by Goliath going well in 4th place. Blue Stocking on the move from Sunway. They straighten up from home. Luxembourg inches off the fence. August Rodin's got a gap to go through. Rebels Romance making a race of it. Goliath goes well for France. Down the outside is Blue Stocking. It's Rebels Romance wearing away at August Rodin, but Goliath has been travelling well for Christophe Soumillon and now kicks on. It's Goliath, but Blue Stocking is now the danger on the outside from Rebels Romance, but Goliath has kicked away here, and Christophe Soumillon is looking at the crowd. He's looking behind them. There are no dangers, and Goliath, a very ready winner of the King George. Goliath wins for France, followed in second by Blue Stocking, third Rebels Romance, Sunway 4th, and then back to August Rodin, Dubai Honour and Luxembourg, and tailed off Middle Earth and Hans Andersen.
The outcome to our 5th and the feature race of the day is
ready for the Flexjet Pat Edry Stakes, and they're off. Now QUDRA quite sharply into stride for Godolphin. The blue colours leads early with Dividend just in behind, along with the nose-banded New Century. Then Brian and Chancellor held up in the very early stages in the hands of Rab Havlin. So racing down the centre of the course, and it's QUDRA out in front. New Century about a length down in second with Dividend. Just in behind Dividend is Chancellor, the red-white sash, blue cap of the Cheveley Park stud, and Brian also weighted with. On their way now, passing the half-mile marker, and still QUDRA out in front under William Buick. New Century and Oisin Murphy second, Dividend and Ross Orion. And then Brian on the far side, Liam Canary, and finally Chancellor and Rab Havlin. All about to unfold as they enter the final 2.5 furlongs now. QUDRA is joined by New Century. Chancellor waiting in behind, waiting for a little bit of a split. No hurry, Rab Havlin at this stage. Now he's going for a gap, perhaps between Brian and New Century, but there isn't one there. He's now got to switch to this side. Struggling a bit is Dividend, and QUDRA now beating off New Century. QUDRA from New Century. Chancellor's got ground to make up inside the final furlong. At least 3 lengths to make up, and QUDRA's not stopping. New Century rallying a bit in the closing stages, but it's QUDRA that stretches away from New Century. Chancellor only third, then Brian and Dividend.
The outcome to our 6th race is first, number 1, QUDRA. Second, number 5. Third, number 3, and the 4th place.
And they're off. ELNAJMM from stall 10. Jumping on terms with the others as they race through the first furlong, with Radobar going on. ELNAJMM a little bit keen. In fact, on the right is Tempest, very handy, followed by Sean, and then Sterling Knight behind these, and Bo Pedro's in the ruck, with away to the left the grey silver sword. Great Blasket just behind Sterling Knight in an orange jacket. Towards the back, Obelix is a little bit keen perhaps. Baradar is smothered up. Tolstoy dropped out towards the back, along with Beneteau on the left in the yellow sleeves. So well grouped together. Doesn't look a very strong pace, with Radobar leading them. Tempest close on the right in the beige jacket, dark blue cap worn by Hollie Doyle. Sean close up, the favourite ELNAJMM just tracking the leader, Radobar, yellow with the black epaulets, followed by Sterling Knight and Obelix towards the right on the stand side. Then behind these, Bo Pedro and Silver Sword, and further back, Great Blasket and Baradar, and then Beneteau, and lastly Tolstoy. Still well grouped together, and Radobar has just given a shake of the reins here. Tempest moves up threateningly. Sean is there, so too ELNAJMM, just waiting for a little bit of an opening is Tom Marquand. They're quite well grouped together. Obelix is just going to keep him in at this point, always angling out. ELNAJMM into Obelix there. On the far side, Sean runs on well with Beneteau and Baradar. Now he sets sail on ELNAJMM down the inside, down the near side as they enter the final furlong, and ELNAJMM quickening up well from Obelix. On the far side is Sean, Tempest, then Radobar. ELNAJMM out in front from Sean, and ELNAJMM will justify favouritism. Had to create a gap to do so. Sean second, a real bunch for the minors, with Radobar involved with Obelix and Tolstoy, and then Tempest, and running on Beneteau on the far side. Existent goes in for the Whispering Angel handicap, 5 furlongs. One or two restless. Harry Brown is getting up in stall 12. They're off racing, and they all get away. Brave Nation a little bit slow perhaps. Fast away 2 tribes, with Wood Hay Wonder down the centre and Emperor Spirit. Towards the right is Spangled Mac in a blue cap. The leaders are tracked by Bond Chairman in black and yellow, ALBASHEER and Harry Brown. Mooka towards the far side in the pink with the white sleeves, tracked by Pepsi Cat, and then Brave Nation further back, and towards the rear Woolhampton, also with Existent and Call Me Ginger. Racing on towards the halfway stage, past halfway. Emperor Spirit leads the way. Wood Hay Wonder is being ridden for more. Then Bond Chairman, Mooka on the far side, coming through 2 tribes near side with Spangled Mac. ALBASHEER is looking for a way through, can't find one at the moment, and it's Emperor Spirit that leads the way to Mooka. Wood Hay Wonder is rallying, and now ALBASHEER coming through with a run, the top weight, and 2 tribes on the near side. Emperor Spirit, ALBASHEER is squeezing through under Hollie Doyle, beginning to get there. ALBASHEER and Emperor Spirit. ALBASHEER from Emperor Spirit. And then tight, Woodhay Wonder on the near side.